Okay. Well, good afternoon. Tuning in here after the Colts game. That was largely disappointing for sure. Um, I do not can't say I agree with any of the calls in that game, so that sucked. uh, so here we are. So welcome in this afternoon here, guys. Another update ahead of our winter storm. Well, snow. I don't know if you call this. It's a storm, I guess. I don't know if you would, whatever you want to call it. It's not anything major. It's not like we're forecasting a blizzard or anything. Nonetheless, it is going to snow um, tomorrow night. So we're going to talk about it. Ask you to share this with a friend, um, tag somebody, share it on your Facebook feed, repost it on X. We appreciate when you do that, as always. So, good afternoon. Hello, 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 everybody. Yeah, how we doing? How we doing? The refs do suck. Yes, they do. Yep. GFS got colder. Yes, they did. Thanks for all the hard work. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that for sure. Phil says he's pissed off about the Colts. I am too. I am too. It's horrible. It's just missed calls all over the place, like 5 or 6 of them. Pretty crazy. So, again, we're going to talk about snow. We got snow moving in. Snow's on the models. We got snow tomorrow night. We got snow midweek. We got snow late week. We got cold temperatures coming. We've got it. We've got it all. We've got an active pattern. So we're going to get right into it and discuss it. I'll show you. Uh, Start with my analysis, and we'll come back for comments. But I'll show you what we're looking at right now across the country. And you can see we've got the storm system that moved out here over the weekend is up into the north and east, bringing rain along the coast. Let me turn this view off. I don't like this view. Um, there we go. Storm system moving up along the coast there, and then you see that snow over there off the um, in Denver there off in the Rockies. That's our storm system coming. Um, Here for tomorrow night. That's the start of it. That's the birth of the storm, and that's what's coming. So we'll get right into the analysis here and what we think is going to happen with this. What I'm going to use is the afternoon run of the HRRR model. All right, the high resolution HRRR, and we'll kind of time this out. You see the timestamp up there on the top right. All right, Monday, December 1st at 7 a.m. So we'll take this forward, continue. Watch as we get to about 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern. And this is, keep in mind, is ahead of Central. So this is 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. Starts to snow in Iowa, Missouri. It's snowing good in Kansas. And what's cool about these lows, this is what's called a Colorado low. The low comes off out of Colorado. It just skirts east and it just brings snow. It's the relatively easy forecast for the most part. The toughest part's just determining where the deformation banding is going to be and who's going to get the heavy bands of stuff, right? So that's the toughest part to do in these forecasts. Oops, sorry about that. So that's what we'll be doing, is just trying to figure that out and see where that's going to happen. So we'll get back into the analysis here. And you can see if I go about 3 hours forward, the snow starts to work into the Ohio Valley and into the Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, along and north of I-70, starting out at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Good snow coming down across almost all of Illinois, just adding to what they just had. And then you can see the rain down here to the south. The mixing of this system will stay relatively along the Ohio River. And you can see the snow fills in pretty good by 10 o'clock for central Indiana as well. Again, all of Illinois still seeing the snow. Here's 11 p.m. and there's midnight. This is good snow coming down. All right, so good snow coming down here across Michigan, northwestern Ohio, all of Indiana, and starting to exit out of Illinois here. What you'll note here is the darker blue showing up, and that's the banding that's trying to be, picked up in the modeling. And so when you see those darker blues like you have here, that is the indication there of the banding showing up in the modeling. And that's what we're trying to kind of figure out, is where does that banding set up? And again, I will show you where I think all that can occur here as we go forward. So keep this train going on down the tracks. There's midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Again, you can see that the indications, the suggestions of the banding going on here across southeast Indiana into central Ohio. Your low pressure center is right down here. All right. So what's happening is that you're getting the banding to form north and west of the low, which is what typically happens when we get these deformation axes to develop, if you will. So continue forward here. We'll go out to about 5 o'clock Tuesday mornings. Call it 6 o'clock. It's out of the state of Indiana. It's out of Indianapolis by 5 a.m. Right now, you can see the back edge of this, 5 a.m. Tuesday the 2nd. You can see it's coming down, statewide snow coming down in Ohio here. Something pretty cool, just a neat little mention. The state of Ohio's DOT is a client of ours now. The entire Department of Transportation is a client of BAM Weather. And what's really cool is we have their RWIS network into our program. We can see the temperatures, we can see the pavement temperatures, and we get to funnel information into the Ohio DOT to help them out. So, Tom, I appreciate it, but if I talk too long, then just go away, my friend. I just, if I talk too much for you, go find someone else's stream where they don't talk enough. All right. And they're shorter. And that's why there's a million streams out there and a million different people. So if it's too much for you, have a great day. But this is really cool because we get all this information, from their sensors that we feed into the Ohio DOT. So pretty cool to partner with those guys and help them out this year in their forecasts. All right. So as we continue to go forward, you can see the snow's continuing 7 a.m. Tuesday. It's getting now into the north and east. All right. And you're seeing a good snow breakout. This is an interior northeast snow. All right. This is certainly one that, it probably isn't going to amount to much along the coastal U.S. as the low, as we transfer energy here. You can see how there's rain up and down the coast. I mean, could it trend in the direction of more snow there? Yeah, it could, absolutely. But as of right now, it is not looking like a coastal U.S. snowstorm, if you will. All right. Now, back here across the Midwest, taking a look at snowfall projections. All right. You can see, again, it's coming. This low comes right out of Colorado. It's pretty cool to see how it originates. And it leaves a multi-state swath of snow. What's pretty cool is a lot of folks get a lot of snow. The more you say, the more. Are you gonna cry until you leave? I don't know what this stuff means. You get the greatest people on Facebook, and on social media anymore. And it makes me just like want to take this button here. Let me show you, and just stop and just not share stuff with you people, because I can't tell you how over this stuff I am. I can't tell you how much I don't want to talk to people like this. I don't want to see comments like this. I just cannot tell you. I've been doing this for 14 years, and I am absolutely tired of it. That is for sure. I don't want to block them, Travis. I don't want to turn the comments off. I don't want to sit here and like try to, justify everybody being just ignorant, just flat out ignorant. Especially this is a stream where it's free. This is free streaming. Yes, free information. It's not about being encouraged or discouraged. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. What it is it's just a matter of just being tired of it. That's what it is. It's a matter of just being tired of people who come onto this thing and just, and just have nothing nice to say ever. And so one thing I'm big about is, the culture of my organization, how we treat people, how people treat my staff. And it's a big deal for me. It's a very big deal. I take it very seriously. and it's a direction we're moving away from because, um, we're protecting, the culture of our business. We're protecting our sanity and protecting all, you name it. So, um, nonetheless, I do want to say real quick that these streams that we are doing, all right, they are sponsored and powered by our friends at Custom Restoration, and I know he loves when I get on here and probably rant a little bit about people, and the people that come on here and just are, you get the haters. There's no question about it. Um, and it's totally understandable. There's always going to be haters, and I've learned that in the 14 years I've been doing this. I've learned it. But what I've also learned too is that I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where you just get tired. It's like, you know what? I just get tired. But Custom Restoration, we appreciate you. We appreciate you sponsoring these streams. These guys are out of Indianapolis. Great people. They do fire damage restoration, water damage mitigation, mold remediation, reconstruction, repair, you name it. These guys do it. Tell them you saw them on the BAM stream ranting about how he's sick and tired of people, because I am. And I don't care what any of you say. I don't. I genuinely don't. I would love to get people over to Clarity to sign up and take advantage of the sale so you can get our client live feeds. That's where we're going. That's where we are. That's what we're focusing on, and that's what we're excited about. So at any rate, hang on one second. I got to take this guy here and get him out of here. Yeah, you got to block people too, because they just get to be too much. So let's continue that here. This is a look at the snowfall projections. Like I said, that Colorado low just it tracks it nicely across the area. The area where you see these purples, that's getting into that 4-inch snowfall projection. But you can see what the model's trying to do. What it is trying to do is pick up on the banding. You can see we're picking up on one band here, and then it tries to start a band here, and then it's doing another band here. And what that is that's kind of the deformation band, if you will. And that low pressure center, as it kind of tracks up and along the coast like this, as it starts to transfer energy up to the coast, these bands will develop, and as it's deforming, if you will. It's called the deformation axis, if you will, as the storm's transferring energy. And so the models try to, what they try to do is pick up where these bands are going to be. They try to pick up where that can be, where those can be located, and all the things. I'm not sure what's going on, but we may have, the chat may be, let's see. I don't know if we're still, there we go. I want to make sure I'm still live there. I don't know if, I just got a weird message. So anyways, sorry about that. You can see what the model's doing, trying to pick up on the banding. That's the HRRR model. Here is the NAM3 weather model. We'll show you that one because it's doing something similar. It's trying to also pick up, but you see how similar it is with the projection, right? There's the HRRR, and then again, there's the NAM3. It's very similar in its banding locations. Okay, so you can see what it's also trying to do with suggesting heavier banding. So it's putting down some spots here of over 4 inches. All right, a couple of heavier spots here, close to maybe a 5 or a 6 inch report. But you can see how it's got a couple of suggestions of heavier banding across north central Ohio and southeastern Ohio as well. And then again, as it goes up the coast, you see how the model just completely avoids coastal snow impacts. That warm nose, that warm air this is not a system that's favorable for coastal snows, but interior northeast snows, they're going to be pretty good up and along the north and east. So not too bad at all for folks along the up in New England for a nice snow as well. So exciting nonetheless. So listen, I wanted to put this out here while I'm still on the live and talking, that we are running our holiday sale right now to get folks into Clarity, so that you guys can sign up and not miss these live streams, as I cannot I absolutely cannot wait, as I cannot wait, if I could say that 10 times, to stop doing the free live streams because I'm so over them. The client lives are fun. You can come in, you can talk to us. We send the alert to your phone for the lives. Um, and they're really cool. They're just a way to get connected with our meteorologists. Matt Griffin did one today. He did an excellent job. John Kemper, Brett Waltz, these guys are very good meteorologists. They have damn good analysis. And then here's the thing. What's interesting you know what's interesting is that a lot of people talk about how there are other pages and other free sources to go. There are. You're right. There are. But what there is also too is these guys are expert meteorologists with years of experience that are getting live. You're getting a personality. We're streaming. We're talking to you. We're interacting with you. And a lot of these other pages don't do that. All right. So just something to keep in mind. Is we are a professional weather company, and we serve professional organizations all over the world, including some Fortune 500 companies, DOTs, you name it. This is what we do. So, no, we appreciate everything. I appreciate all you guys out here. Again, take advantage. 40% off these types of streams, more personalized, more localized. Instead of covering large areas like I am, it'll be more focused on your areas when you need it. And they'll be a lot of fun. You guys will enjoy it. Plus, Clarity is an awesome platform. We've put millions and millions of dollars into research and development into Clarity. It's the best weather platform, I believe, that's available. And I've seen all of them. I've seen all the competitors. I've seen all of them. So let's see here. Which weather model are you using? HRRR and NAM3? Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. That's what I'm looking at right now. Oh, look, there's our friend Inker. He's been fun for a long time. There you go. Blocked him. Get out of there. This guy's crazy, man. So anyways, I have looked at those models, looked at the afternoon models. I'll show you real quick. I'll show you real quick a couple of other models here. There's our friends at Custom again. A couple of other afternoon models that have come in for this system. This is the 18Z RDPS, which is like the regional weather model for the Canadian. And it'll show you again what it's got for snowfall as it moves through. All right. Again, you can see generally these are all picking up on these bandings, where these bands are going to go. So when you look at this from a standpoint of a blend of models, several different weather models in the blend here. Let me turn the RWIS data off here. We also have Iowa DOT as a client as well. But when you look at these future snow maps, what you're seeing is the blend of data trying to pick up on this as well. It's a little late to the party because there's other model data that's not as aggressive. So when the blend is involved, you'll have different outcomes. But that's just something to keep in mind here. In Clarity, we have a video out and we have our forecast out with our maps. The pro level of Clarity has our actual hand-drawn maps, and this is the forecast for that right now. So any home user, you can also upgrade to pro as well. If you're interested in getting more maps, more value, more tools, you can absolutely do that. So cool nonetheless, right? Let's talk about real quick the storm system for this upcoming week. Later this week, we talked about that this morning. Models came in and they're just kind of all over the place with this. The first wave I want to talk about real quick is Wednesday night into Thursday. There's a wave there across northern Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio that will offer up some snow. This is the Europeans' version of that, the 24-hour snowfall accumulation from that little, call it clipper if you want. It'll be a coating. It'll be enough to coat the grounds up here across the northern portions of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. And you can see the progression of that little clipper there as it moves off to the north or off to the east there. Now, here is the weekend storm. What's interesting is the morning Euro came in, and what's happened is these storms have a lack of ability to phase sometimes. They don't phase with the polar jet. I'll try to describe what that means for you if you are interested. Okay, the polar jet or the upper air phasing of the storm system. What that means is that this lobe of the vortex here. I want you to see this piece here. What happens is that's the Arctic air supply. Here's the storm system right here. And what's happening is it's failing to link up. These two are failing to phase up and to link together. Okay. And so what happens is it loses the storm. Well, if you go and look at the previous model run, we had a bigger storm on the previous model because it was phased. See it up here? It's phased with the polar jet. And the model has had a really tough time holding in this energy to the west and the southwest. These western U.S. troughs are being held back too long. So the main energy to the north outruns the southern piece, which causes the model to not see the storm again. There's a storm there because you can clearly see it. The storm's there. It's just getting left behind. Right? There's the storm. It's not phasing into a nicer storm like it was on the previous run because it didn't phase with the jet, whereas the run on the right did phase. And so we've got to see these storms phase with the polar jet in order to produce bigger snows. Now, I'll tell you this. I'll show you the comparison to the Canadian model, the morning run. It's phasing it, but it's not holding back the western trough. It's not. We're not running into that problem, so we see a better snowstorm develop on the Canadian model, which I happen to believe to be correct here. By the way, the Canadians sniffed out the weekend storm early, and it sniffed out tomorrow's wave early too. And the models are kind of coming around to a little bit more of an organized, more negatively tilted phased low for tomorrow, which is why you're getting a little bit more aggressive snowfall numbers. The Canadians doing the same thing here and picking up on that. And so that's a decent wave of snowfall there, okay? Based on the idea that this isn't going to hold that energy back. So the thought process for me right now is another storm system Friday into Saturday that's going to have the ability to bring snow. Now watch behind this. Look how many waves of snow come through here in the next 10 days. It's remarkable. I mean, it doesn't stop. It just keeps on going, and it's just interesting to see, nonetheless, multiple waves, multiple chances of snow come through here over the course of the next couple of weeks. And that brings me to my point that I wanted to end this with is that our December outlook right now. I talked about this morning. I believe the pattern reflects years such as 1795 or 91. 1995 is a good match right now. And the models are cold east. That was last night's run of the European later into December, and it's active. So I'm under the impression, under the belief that we're going to continue to send shots of Arctic air in here and keep the pattern active for snow chances and winter storms well through the period. It's a busy look all the way out to the end of the model run. Even if you look at the European, regardless of if it has a weekend snow or not, it's got another one out by the 15th. There's multiple shots of cold air. And again, you can see that here as the run just tries to bring in multiple colder shots, Arctic air shots here. Look at that by day 7 and 8. These are big cold shots. So I think it's a busy pattern. I think it is an active pattern with storms having the opportunity, the potential to phase with the polar jet. If they can do that, if these storms can phase, then you're going to get much more in the way of accumulating snowfall. And that's certainly what I think is possible here. It was 1995, definitely not 1795. I don't have data back then, Brandon. So I'm going to come over here and check out the comments and see what everybody's saying. But again, want to encourage you all, 40% off Clarity Home and Pro. You get our application, you get our platform, and you get access to our client private live streams going forward. They'll all be done via private YouTube links. Be sure to check that out. All right. Let's see what we got here. Signed up for Clarity today. Mallory just signed up. What time tomorrow is it starting? I I think tomorrow it's starting here. I forget what time I said. I want to say it's in central Indiana. And let me cross check here so I don't forget. I think it start to snow in Noblesville by 6 or 7 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, Nathan has a good question. He says, "Will you guys still do normal weather update videos on your YouTube page and just not do lives?" Yeah, we will. We will still do like the long range videos. And I'll do lives as the storm is moving in or as it's storming. Okay. But pre-storm analysis, model analysis, forecasting, if you will, for the most part, that will all be largely going away. Hopefully that makes sense. Um, so it's a great question there, Nathan. All right. Accumulating snow in Indy. Yep. Go back and watch the video. Friday storm going to be south of I-70. I think I-70 is going to be in play. It could be an I-70 special. So keep checking back, Jason. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, and this is kind of what I was talking about. A lot of other pages don't go live and do in-depth analysis. And here's why. Let me tell you. You guys are going to like this. It's going to sting. A lot of these guys have great pages and big followings. They don't know what they're talking about. They rip model images. They look at a model, they rip it. They could never go in and talk to you about if a storm's phasing with the polar jet or not, looking at 500 millibar vorticity. That's meteorology. That's forecasting. That's what we try to do. We try to bring that stuff in, and that's why we're able to talk about this stuff and see it for what it is, and we're going to continue to do that with real analysis over on the client side. So we are taking care of. Yeah, I don't know. Brandon, I'm not sure, or Braden, I don't know. Go Ohio State. Yeah, I lost my bet, man. I lost my bet. Michigan was hanging with them, and then Ohio State just turned it on. And listen, they're a damn good football team, so I am not surprised whatsoever. But I am super pumped for the IU Ohio State Big Ten Championship. I bought tickets last night. I'll be there. I'm very excited. So, yeah, what you're getting here is transparency and just raw analysis. And that's why I appreciate comments like this. Thank you, Cassie. Guys, if you want to sign up, the link, I'll put the link here. I do think I'm the best. I mean, I don't say that to be cocky. I'm not trying to be cocky or arrogant. But I think we are the best, and we talk about things that people don't talk about. And that's why I hope you all take advantage of the sale and getting in on clarity while you can. Okay. I'm absolutely a Hoosiers fan. But I'm also a Notre Dame Irish fan, and I'm probably an Irish fan over the Hoosiers, but Hoosiers are a close second. Nathan, love it. Let us know how we can help you. Get signed up. We'd love to work with you. Thank you, Doug. I did. I stuck the link in there. I appreciate you so much. Signed up for Clarity a few days ago. Thank you. Thank you. You guys all have a bunch of nice comments. This is nice. I love it. Love it. Love it. So awesome. Well, guys, this has been a good time. I hope that you guys take advantage. Get over there on Clarity. Get signed up for the home package. Enjoy the afternoon. Enjoy the evening. Snow arrives across the area between 4 to 7 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, and Allie, Ennis, Grant, I would love to help you out. We have clients, schools that are clients all over the country. And we have professional one-on-one relationships with those schools and help them make decisions. So we'd love to chat with you if you're interested, Allie, and get you on board. We appreciate it. So, oh, look at this. This is so nice. That's so nice of you, Yvette. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. So awesome. Well, that's it for my analysis today. I appreciate you all. We'll have a client live coming up this evening. We did one a little earlier, and to get folks updated on tomorrow night with the latest official forecast thoughts and official products. We will have one coming up later this evening, and hope to see you all there as you all join Clarity. Go and sign up. The link's in the comments. Scan the code, whatever the case may be. looking forward to seeing you all come over and join up. So thanks for watching. Have a great evening. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, hey, look at that. Sorry, Amanda. She said just signed up. We love it. It's awesome. You guys are the best. Look at these great comments. See you guys. Thank you.